You're still watching the City of Lagos TV show. Welcome to Transport Lagos, where we look at issues around transportation in Lagos. We all know Lagos State is a cosmopolitan city with a very huge population and one infrastructure that is of great significance and benefit to Lagosians, and of which forms a stronger pillar of the themes agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is transportation. And of course, driving is a major significant activity in the business of transportation. But for a city like Lagos, for the sake of safety of Lagosians, those who man vehicles as drivers must have some level of professional competence to deliver on good transportation. And so there is a strategic institute that is saddled with the responsibility to create the desired manpower in the area of driving. And we are talking about the Lagos State Drivers Institute, which is ably managed and of course administered by the General Manager, Afsat Tiamiu. You're welcome, madam.
Thanks for having me.
This is a very strategic institute because you cannot talk about transport without talking about those who man the vehicles professionally. So, madam, first, let's get a bit profile of your personality.
I am Mrs. Tiamiu Afsat, the General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute. I graduated from Obafemi Awolowo University in the year 1992. I later proceeded to Olabisi Onabanjo University of Agowoyi. I had postgraduate diploma in transport study and master's degree in intervention studies from the same university. I joined Lagos State Civil Service in the year 1993 as a traffic management officer. Then our duty is to make sure traffic flows very well on Lagos Road. Later, when they created the Lagos State Drivers Institute in the year 2009, I got my transfer to this place, and I've been working in different capacity as head of center, head of our training center Ikeja, head of our center Lagos Island, director, training. Then later, I serve as acting general manager of this noble institute until 3 years ago, precisely 2019, that I was promoted to the full-fledged general manager of this great institute.
Looking at your very outstanding professional profile, how well have you brought your wealth of experience to bear to position this institute?
Thank you. It has been a fantastic journey. Because of my background as a transporter, I've been able to change a lot of things about the institute. When I came in, we had only 5 centers. Ikeja Center, Badagry Center at Okwafo, Ikoru Center at Odunguyon, then Lagos Island Center at Ojoba, another one at Ekpe, Itoikin Road. But I find out that transportation is very key. You cannot achieve anything without movement, and drivers are very key. So I believe we need to expand. We're able to increase our centers to 11 now. That's my first major assignment. So we are operating in 5 centers, then 6 annexes. As we speak, our office at Ojodu-Bega, sharing the same building with VIS, we are operating at Igodo, SCDA. We have one at Akim DC Street, at Lekki, Olowusura, Agric Ikorodu. The last one is at Arena, where we share the same building with Task Force. You know, training, retraining, and certification is key to safety. People are dying, statistics are there. Those that are supposed to be important, that are supposed to be useful to the growth of the nation in future, they are being killed on our road daily. I believe if we are able to bring drivers, as many as possible, to classroom environment towards increasing their training, knowledge, and skills, I believe all those problems will be solved totally. We cannot solve it totally. I think we reduce it like 60–70%.
Some states don't have Institute of Drivers, but this is quite germane with Lagos State because of the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos. Now, we want you to catalog the very significant initiatives, programs, projects, most interestingly, achievements of this institute in recent times in line with the theme's agenda?
Thank you very much. We have 6 developmental strategies that Lagos State Governor has put in place. Ministry of Transportation, they are in charge of the transportation in Lagos State. So we are under that ministry. So as an agency that is saddled with a responsibility of safety on the road, we have done a lot of things. Like when I came in, I believe because of the problem that occurred like 2019, COVID and some other things, we deploy a kind of training session that in the comfort of your house, you can go to our website www.lasdri.org. You can get your training done in your house. For what? For us to continue to drive on Lagos Road safely. Apart from that, all drivers that normally come to the institute, we believe eyesight, vision is very key. So with help of our sister agency like Ministry of Health, they have been helping to post optometrists to the agency so that we can be getting right people behind the wheel that have good vision. So in that area, I've achieved on that as well.
What's your relationship with the National Union of Road Transport Workers? Because this is a very strong association, which of course has drivers. What is the scope of your operation? Private drivers, public transport drivers?
Our core mandate is to bring professional drivers, those that are earning their living through driving profession, which NURW, they are the major. They're supposed to be seen on yearly basis. But people believe drivers they are just common element of society. They are not well tutored, they are not seasoned. And governor, because of the love they have for citizens, put up this place that drivers go to the institute, get yourself trained. If anybody is saying you're a common driver, you say, no, I'm not common because I'm a trained and a professional driver. But we are facing a lot of challenges getting them to key into the system. And I've taken it up with Commissioner for Transportation and it's already working. Even my peers, with time, we get there. Corporate people, they are very important and they have been 100% support. I believe the message that we are receiving from them, find out that if you want to get yourself employed in any corporate organization, if you don't come to LASDRI for certification, they are not going to employ you because we have curriculum that we are following. And when I came in, we have been able to modify it. We invited consultants, professionals from transportation field, FRSC. We invite people that knows the nitty-gritty about transportation system. So we have modified it. And then apart from that, here now we have people that are seasoned. They have been on this profession for a long time and they perform. So we are not relenting. We are moving forward just to make sure we meet up with what people demand outside there. Somebody like me, I've been to Canada for international training. I've been to Sweden, like majority of us, for road safety training. When we come back from the training, we step it down to our people. So like we are imbibing into what I know very soon we will get there. It's a matter of patience.
Let's look at the aspect of seatbelt usage, training. Are there training equipments within the premises where you take people through concerning these areas?
Right under our office here, we have an equipment we call seatbelt convincer. We usually deploy it for drivers, for them to know that seatbelt inside the vehicle is not for decoration or for fashion, that is serving the purpose, which is safety. So anybody that comes to the training, we usually use the seatbelt convincer to take them. The other thing is simulators.
What has been the level of collaboration and synergy with other sister agencies, non-governmental organizations, to be able to achieve your mandate?
Thank you. First of all, our sister agency, that we are from the same ministry. I mean VIS and LASMA. They have been cooperating with us. They have been helping us to even achieve our mandates. Like the law that set up or says, if you are driving for a living in Lagos State, you need to pass through the agency once in a year towards increasing your driving skill and update your knowledge. The law also says if you refuse to pass through the institute as a professional driver, LASMA and VIS, they can enforce. We cannot enforce, but LASMA and VIS, they are enforcing for us. So for that reason, they have been so cooperating in that area. They have been helping us When we find out that some company didn't come, we put up a kind of memo to them, informing them that this and this are what they're supposed to do, and they are doing it. And all that is the Ministry of Health. In the area of getting our high units, they put our high units in place for us. Recently, our parastatal monitoring office, who are put to be one of the ministry in the state, they're also helping us to make sure we get school bus driver to come and be part of the training. Like MPA, Nigerian Port Authority, recently we are planning on how to train all these articulate drivers, truck driver, tanker and trailers. So we don't rely on government, Lagos State government agency alone. We are partnering with federal, even including FRSC. We do sensitization programs together. We do advocacy with FRSC and some other sister agencies as well.
We already know what the governor is doing with the rail sector. And of course, the last time we spoke to him, he said more buses are coming. Of course, recently he commissioned a LASDRI. Is there any connection between the institute and the LASDRI project?
Thank you very much. Part of the requirements for anybody that wants to take up that vehicle to drive is possession of LASDRI certification card. So on daily basis, we train them here. Every day they are here. They have been telling us that we are doing a very laudable work. They will tell you at the end of the so this is like this. So the triangle sign is not just still caution, it's the general danger sign. But we take them through different sessions. As a driver, your duty to your vehicle, to yourself, to the driving environment. We tell you about road signs, that all those signs, they are speaking some language that you need to understand and comply with it as a driver. All those one, who has right of way, take them on that. Defensive driving technique, our curriculum is loaded.
So let's look at your challenges. Are there any challenges the institute is facing, and what effort are you making to overcome these challenges?
My major challenge is the union people, because they're supposed to form majority of drivers that are supposed to be training on yearly basis. Look at their numbers outside there. If you are getting them to the institute, if they are well tutored, if they are well trained, the madness we are seeing on the road every day, won't be having it. When governor came in here to just check on us, find out that our simulator is not functioning at all, he said we should put up a proposal. Unfortunately, he got the something repaired for us, and it's functioning very well. Like even our capturing point too, there are not too many then. We have been getting 100% support from governor, and it has been good. It has been a fantastic experience.
So what are the future projections, the future plans of this institute?
As I told you that our governor has been so supportive to the agency. We've gotten approval to build a world standard driving range for drivers in Lagos State, where practical session will be taken. So if we're able to get that one done, we got it right. Very soon, we're already on it. As a general manager, I want to leave a very good legacy. I believe what we are doing, we are not doing enough, we want to do more. My plan is that I want us to spread. We have 20 local government, 57 local government development area. I believe we are able to get LASDRI in all other areas. Access to it, to our facilities and training will just be easier for Lagosian. I want to expand, and I believe we still want to improve on what we had already. We review our curriculum so that people will know that if at all, if you are a learner, when you get to LASDRI, you will get home loaded.
So what's your final word to Lagosians, to drivers, to stakeholders, as you intend to achieve a better driving system?
My message to Lagosians, especially those that are earning their living through driving profession, please kindly make it a duty annually to come to the institute to update your driving skills and knowledge. Also, drive defensively. Life has no duplicates. Stakeholders, I believe we need to take your time and be part of the moving progress. LASDRI is an institution of learning that has interest of drivers. Welfare of drivers is very key, is very germane to us in the institute. Lagosians, especially those that have drivers in their fleet, corporate organization, please and therefore to send your drivers to Lagos Driving Institute for annual training is the law. Let us be on the safe side of the law. On this note, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Aduragbemi Sanwo-Olu for his 100% support for the institute in the area of the capacity building of my staff, the area of infrastructure development, and finally for development of transportation in Lagos State. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
And that's it for Transport Lagos for now. We'll be speaking with the General Manager of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, Afsat Tiamiu, telling us about the giant strides of the agency under her able leadership. It is obvious, and she has stated it clear, do you want to become a professional driver and you require all it takes to get a better job? You better come to LASDRI. This is one institute that propagates good professional driving ethics for a safer Lagos.